Hey everybody, and welcome back. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section, okay? I want to know how you guys are doing, especially now that we're halfway through January, you guys. That's crazy. Halfway through January. Okay, that's about as much singing as you're going to get. Okay. I had a kit planned out for this week, and then I totally decided to do something completely different. And I'm so glad that I went with this kit. I really am. So what you just saw me doing right there is I have these overlay tapes from Rose Colored Days. This is from her subscription, and I'm in love. You guys, love. Yes. So this one was a couple of months ago, and I didn't get to use it as often as I wanted to in the fall time. And I'm actually really glad that I pulled it out for this, because even though it is kind of like a fall themed overlay tape, I felt like the blowing leaves and stuff was very like symbolic for like book pages and knowledge and fantasy and fairy tale, which of course that's what this kit is about. It is about a fairy tale. So yeah, there's the squeaking of my chair. So I used full box overlays on every single one of the full boxes here, which I think was really cool. So these are perforated full boxes, which I think are really, really neat. And I don't use it as often as I should, and so I'm really glad that I did this. The ruler, rolling a ruler over it helps to get rid of any cloudiness, which is great. So let's see. So I had a different kit planned, but I'm really glad that I went with this kit, this Fairytale kit. So behind this kit, I kind of wanted to pull in aspects of Alice in Wonderland, Never-Ending Story, Labyrinth, The Headless Horseman. I know that's not really a fairy tale, but it kind of just, you'll see in one of the full boxes, you get kind of that whole Headless Horseman, carriage, wood stuff. Anyways, King Arthur. Those were the kind of vibes that I was going for in this fairy tale photo kit, which I think it turned out really, really, really great. At least I hope so. Okay, so let's move on. I will post all of the shops that I use in this video down below. I will make sure that they're all linked. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm like last week, my head was in the frame all the time. This time I zoomed in and realized that I wasn't in frame all the time and that my head would still come into frame. So I apologize. This is a never-ending learning curve going on, and I'll figure it out one day. I'll figure out this whole thing. So let's see. I did make a boo-boo in this kit, and I'll get to that when I get there because I didn't really know what I was going to go about and do. I decided instead of doing the being adult, I decided to do shenanigans because I figured being adult sometimes is boring and even the adulty stuff can be shenanigans. So that's what we did. But let's get into story time because that's what this is really about, me telling stories. So you probably watch me write down or see it 1,000,001 times in my planners throughout the week that we have Taekwondo on Monday nights for my kids. Well, Monday and Wednesday nights. This last week was sparring week, which meant they had to be in their sparring gear and they worked on their fighting / combative techniques, I guess is what you would call it, in a controlled environment. My second son, when they first started sparring, even just doing practice drills in their beginner level classes where they weren't actually like fighting anybody, but they were needing to learn some techniques, he was very, very timid. This last week, this dude was not timid at all. Holy cow. I was like, he is getting some surges of testosterone going in that body because he's just, whoa, you guys. He was a beast. And he went up against one girl and it pissed her off. I'm sorry, but she got mad with him. And and they both had to learn some control there. Some feet ended up sliding into some more sensitive areas. And that was just because he was charging as she was coming up. And it was, all of the parents were like, whoa, it was getting a little crazy. I believe that was Monday night. By Wednesday night, he was sparring with some other people, and he was just a beast. He was just like, let's get in. Let me do this. In fact, the instructor had to Bruce Lee kick a few times, which was pretty funny. Anyways, okay, so this is my boo-boo, okay? See how I'm writing my dinners down there, and I'm putting the headers over? Well, guess what I did at the beginning? I put the weekend banner in that area for Saturday and Sunday. So, no dinners on Saturday and Sunday. Not for me. And this week was so jam-packed. Holy cow, you guys, so jam-packed. I couldn't fit everything on here. So in my next couple of spreads, I tried to add some of those other things, which I think is actually kind of cool, because then it makes the story a little bit more interesting. Because, jam-packed week along with stories. Yes, we had stories. So that was the box I was telling you about with the whole Headless Horseman vibes. Like, could you imagine the Headless Horseman galloping down that area? Or, maybe I'm just a little odd and weird and morbid to think it that way, and maybe you were thinking a princess carriage. Either way works, but I like the Headless Horseman. So yeah, very, very busy week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, completely jam-packed with stuff to do. Like I said, not enough room to put in here on everything. And sometimes when I know that I'm not going to have enough room, I end up using the checklist, because then I know that I don't have to worry about any characters going in those spots. And here's another place that I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo here because I needed to put something down here and realized that sticker wasn't going to work, which is a bummer, because if you know me, you guys all know I love my little Post-it note stickers, and I didn't use a single one in this week's spread. That's how much stuff I had going on and how much stuff I couldn't fit. I've been really loving my script stickers. So as you can see, when I put that dance script sticker down, I had a customer order a few pages of custom script, and I had a couple spaces left over, and so I just make myself my own script stickers to work with, because sometimes I don't like writing the same things over and over and over again. And I decided to do it on clear. Well, that's what she was ordering it on, so that's what mine was going to be on, which meant I could foil it, and that was just in the matte black foil, and oh my gosh, there's no glimmer and shine to that, but it just saturates that lettering so well. It is one of my favorite foil colors. I love doing the icons in black. I love doing all of the words in black, because there's just something extra about that metallic black that sometimes will just catch the light just right. But yeah, so I started moving up and down. Sometimes I would work from the top and work myself down, or I'd go from the bottom and work myself up. So we ended up sticking to our menu to a T this last week as far as food, which I'm really, really grateful for. Because on Taekwondo nights, we end up eating out because we're just gone for way too long. And I don't do crock pot meals, you guys. People say it all the time. Do crock pot meals or do the Instapot. They just don't work for my family. The main things that we use in crock pots and stuff have to be kind of a little bit more babied over. I can't leave them for too long, or otherwise they get very sloppy. So we just decide it's just easier for us to eat out on those nights and go from there. But I'm really, really happy that we have stuck to our schedule the entire week, which, if any of you know how menu planning goes and things like that, and cooking food, sometimes that plans don't go according to plan. But my plan did this week, so I'm a happy person. So since we're talking about food, and I just wrote it down, we had these amazing steaks the other night. Ended up cooking steak, and I ended up making my own chimichurri sauce to go with it. You guys, it was so delicious. The kids didn't care for the chimichurri sauce, but I was like, dude, this is a game changer. I love this sauce. What else can I put it on? It was awesome. That's all I gotta say about that. On Saturday night, we ended up having salmon, because I don't ever end up writing it in. We ended up having salmon, which, okay. And then on Sunday night, we ended up having this creamy chicken, cauliflower, bacon dish. I guess think chicken Alfredo without the pasta. That's what we had. So, I am sitting here thinking, because I had to ground 2 of my children today. And that's makes me sad. I don't ground very often because I believe in doing more talking things out, helping them figure out where they went wrong, and then making amends the way that adults would make amends, right? I mean, obviously there's consequences to your actions, and as adults, if you do something like that, you could end up in jail. That's what happened today. My kids ended up in kid jail, and it breaks my heart because I really just wish that they would get along. And so it's weighing heavy on my mind because I understand personalities and personality conflicts. I have 2 strong personalities with boys, and I am just trying to figure out how best to constantly engage them so that they're working with each other instead of against each other. Because I know that if they were to get over this and actually work together, that they would be super, super successful, and like nothing would hold them back. But they are held up on this little hill of being siblings and being brothers, and obviously all the fun stuff that comes with those. Anyways, that is what's heavy on my mind right now. Because I absolutely hate grounding my children, and it's very, very, very rare that it happens. Our punishments, disciplines come in much different forms. It makes me sad. Look at how like my voice changed from the beginning of the video, the beginning of this video until now. Whew. All right, so we're finishing it up. Okay, the kit was amazing and was fantastic. And if you belong in my Facebook group or anything, you know that announcements came out that I am back for February TPC sale, which is even more amazing because I have more epic kits to come out that are going to actually look amazing with a whole bunch of foil. So here I go, start flipping through all of my things. I got a funny story to tell you. I got actually a couple funny stories to tell you, but I can't tell them to you right now because it would just kind of throw off the vibe. So, parenthood is hard. I am hanging in there. One day my kids, I know, will love each other again, but for now they are in quote unquote kid jail. I'm probably the mean mom who constantly is having them. Wow. So my dogs decide to bark. Really, dogs? Of all the times you could bark, now is the time you decide to bark? Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but they're barking. Yeah, I'm the meanest mom in the world. At the end of the day, I'm one of the meanest moms in the world, which is really funny because all of their friends want to come over to my house. So I don't know how I can be the meanest mom in the world, yet want their friends all want to come hang out over here. Answer me that one. Here's a riddle for you. How can you be the meanest mom in the world but the coolest one at the same time? I don't know. We'll figure that one out. Anyways, we're edging up on the end of this. So let's go ahead and go through all the proverbial stuff that it comes to with YouTube. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Make sure you're subscribed because that's the most important part. And also, if you have it in your heart, go ahead and share this on your social media or whatever it is, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Okay? Bye.